We've had to rethink the history of technology completely as a result of this single object. It's such a clever, extraordinary, sophisticated machine. Completely shocking.
Think of the Earth as a treasure chest, hiding secrets as old as time itself, waiting for us to discover them.
It was the key to understanding Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Many of these artifacts have been discovered, but instead of answering our questions, they have only given birth to more queries. Some of these mystery artifacts should never have been found, but here they are to blow our minds. These 12 fascinating curiosities from archaeology defy explanation, ranging from ancient perplexities to outright head-scratchers. Prepare for an adventure into the strange and perplexing, where history collides with the unexpected. Number 12. Glowing Skulls. The Talgua Caves, also known as the Cave of the Glowing Skulls, are an enigmatic archaeological site in Honduras that reveals a fascinating convergence of ancient rites, natural processes, and historical secrets. These caves, discovered in the early 1990s in the Mosquito Coast's tropical rainforests, have provided a rare view into the rituals and beliefs of a pre-Columbian culture that once thrived in this region. With its chambers and corridors, the cave system functioned as a holy space for the indigenous people who lived in the area over 1,000 years ago. The caves are famous for the abundance of human skeletal remains, many of which shine in the dark, earning them the evocative moniker glowing skulls. The luminescence is caused by a natural mineral interaction in which the bones absorb and reflect light, resulting in an unearthly display. Isn't this fascinating? The Talgua Caves' significance extends beyond their physically arresting look. The presence of human remains ornamented with ceramics and artifacts indicates that these caverns were important in ceremonial and burial ceremonies. Although a natural occurrence, the dazzling effect most certainly held great symbolic importance for the ancient occupants, possibly related to concepts of the afterlife or spiritual worlds. Archaeological excavations within the Talgua Caves have uncovered rich records of artifacts, revealing information on the daily lives, habits, and beliefs of the indigenous people who formerly lived here. The careful placement of skeletal remains and artifacts within the cave complex reveals an intentional ritualistic aim, emphasizing the hallowed aspect of this underground location. While the glowing quality of the skulls has captivated experts and visitors alike, the Talgua Cave's greater historical context is equally compelling. The artifacts discovered within the caverns include elaborately created pottery, tools, and ceremonial pieces, which provide vital insights into this ancient civilization's material culture. These findings call into question our knowledge of the cultural complexities and spiritual practices of Central American pre-Columbian communities. The Talgua Caves symbolize a continual voyage of exploration and discovery. Researchers are still working to uncover the mysteries hidden under this underground realm, using advanced archaeological techniques and technologies to get insight into the life of the ancient inhabitants. While visually appealing, the glowing brightness of the skulls serves as a beacon, attracting people to the Talgua Caves' greater archaeological and anthropological value. Number 11. Antikythera Mechanism. The Antikythera Mechanism is a magnificent example of ancient brilliance, presenting a story of high technology and celestial comprehension that challenges our understanding of the past. This astonishing archaeological find, discovered in the early 20th century amidst the wreckage of a sunken ship off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera, has sparked intrigue and scientific study. The Antikythera Mechanism, which dates from around the 2nd century BC, is regarded as the world's first analog computer. Its sophisticated construction includes a complicated interplay of gears, cogs, and brass inscriptions, resulting in an intricate device used to record celestial phenomena. This ancient engineering masterpiece defies expectations for its day, pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible in antiquity. The Antikythera Mechanism's principal function was to act as a celestial calculator. It functioned as a sophisticated astronomical tool capable of predicting solar and lunar eclipses, planet locations, and the timing of key cosmic phenomena. The intricate bronze plates with inscriptions held the key to unlocking the heavens' secrets. This brilliant gadget was more than just a machine. It was a window into the cosmos, allowing ancient watchers to interpret and predict celestial events. While the actual purpose of the Antikythera Mechanism is unknown, it is usually assumed that it fulfilled both calendrical and astrological roles. Aside from its probable significance in navigating, the mechanism most certainly had an important role in forming the worldview view of its ancient users. It not only gave practical information for tracking time and celestial events, but it also provided a deeper symbolic connection to the cosmic order. The Antira Mechanism calls into question our understanding of ancient technological capabilities, while also highlighting the brilliance of Greek engineering. It causes us to rethink the level of scientific and mathematical knowledge possessed by ancient civilizations, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible in the domains of astronomy and mechanics during that period. Number 10. Dorp spheres. Since their discovery in the early 20th century, the Dorp spheres have confused scientists and enthusiasts alike. These small, spherical objects, discovered in South Africa's Ottosdal region, have sparked debate and speculation regarding their origin, purpose, and the forces that produced them. The Dorp spheres are small metallic objects with amazingly smooth and even surfaces that date back over 3 billion years. These obviously artificial spheres, ranging in size from a few centimeters to a few inches in diameter, demonstrate an exceptional level of perfection that defies the natural processes involved with rock creation. Many of these spheres have intricate parallel grooves around their perimeter, which adds to the mystery of their creation. The Dorp spheres' near-perfect symmetry and balance, which challenges traditional theories based on natural geological processes, is one of their most confusing characteristics. Some alternate ideas contend that these spheres were purposefully created rather than generated naturally, and that they are evidence of ancient human or alien influence. The origin of the Dorp spheres, however, is attributed to natural geological processes, notably the precipitation of minerals over time, according to conventional scientific opinions. The concentric layers evident in some spheres are thought to be the product of mineral accretion, in which minerals slowly gather around a central nucleus, resulting in these unusual spherical morphologies. Despite scientific answers, the Dorp spheres have remained a source of contention and discussion. Skeptics claim that the geological processes offered to explain how these items formed are insufficient to account for the accuracy and symmetry found in these structures. Furthermore, debates about the age of the spheres and the geological history of the region continue to rage in both scientific and alternative societies. The Dorp spheres not only challenge our understanding of geology, but they also elicit broader observations on the boundaries of human knowledge and the mysteries that endure in nature. As researchers and fans continue to investigate these enigmatic spheres, they serve as a reminder that, even in the field of science, some occurrences defy simplistic categorization and necessitate a nuanced approach to unraveling their mysteries. Number 9. Rosetta Stone. The Rosetta Stone's amazing journey from a modest slab of stone to a cornerstone of historical knowledge has spanned centuries. This inconspicuous treasure, discovered in Egypt in 1799, has developed into one of the essential artifacts of recent decades, playing a critical part in unraveling the riddles of antiquity. The Rosetta Stone is notable for its trilingual inscription, which includes Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphic characters precisely carved onto the stone's surface. This linguistic variety proved crucial in comprehending the complicated hieroglyphs that had perplexed researchers for years. The Rosetta Stone's significance stems from its role as a keystone in our understanding of ancient Egypt's symbolic script. The stone, which acts as a critical link between past and present, opens the door to a deeper exploration of this fascinating civilization's rich history and culture. Scholars made a breakthrough in hieroglyphic deciphering by utilizing the Greek portion of the stone, unveiling the secrets of Egypt's ancient mysteries. This one-of-a-kind artifact marks a turning point in the ongoing quest for human knowledge. The Rosetta Stone, in addition to its linguistic accomplishments, provides remarkable insights into a society that continues to capture the modern imagination. It serves as a lighthouse, casting light on the customs, beliefs, and linguistic intricacies of an old community that would otherwise be veiled in mystery. The Rosetta Stone is more than just a static relic. It is a living testament to the power of linguistic keys in opening historical doors. It not only aided in the translation of hieroglyphics, but it also functioned as a link between different cultures and epochs. The stone transcends its physical form as a result of this linguistic convergence, becoming a symbolic Rosetta Stone, a metaphorical key to unlocking the narratives of human heritage. It's worth emphasizing that the decipherment of the Rosetta Stone was a watershed moment in Egyptology. Jean-François Champollion, a French scholar, was instrumental in deciphering the hieroglyphic code, building on the work of previous academics. Champollion's accomplishment demonstrated the transforming power of interdisciplinary teamwork and linguistic competence in uncovering ancient civilizations' secrets. Number 8. Lead sarcophagus. Notre Dame de Paris, often known as Our Lady of Paris, is one of the world's most famous churches. Its long history has seen many changes, but none as significant as the horrific incident that occurred on April 15, 2019, a devastating fire that destroyed its roof and raged for 15 hours. The devastation sparked quick efforts to rebuild this historic church, which is projected to be completed in 2024. During the remodeling, a startling find was made beneath the cathedral's nave: two mystery sarcophagi wrapped in centuries of secrets. Months of meticulous research have revealed the identity of those interred within these cryptic coffins. The first sarcophagus is thought to contain the ashes of a high priest named Antoine Delaporte. Clues to his identity emerged from the old casket, which included only bones, a head, hair, beard, and clothing fragments. Despite signs of a sedentary lifestyle, the prevalence of gout symptoms suggests a history of food and alcohol abuse. Antoine Delaporte's ultimate burial place, embellished with the regality of lead, follows the aristocratic heritage. However, the obvious differences in the construction of the two coffins suggest that these people did not live in the same age. The remains of an unknown man, thought to be between 25 and 40 years old, are housed in the second sarcophagus. He was affectionately referred to as La Cavalier, and it is believed that he was a horseback rider, a hint to a life closely associated with equestrian sports. This unknown guy, encased in a lead casket like his high priest companion, belongs to a potentially different era than Antoine Delaporte. The enigma surrounding Le Cavalier grows deeper as academics continue to piece together the echoes of his life. While the remains of these people have gotten us quite near to determining their identities, there is still much to learn about the complexities of their lives and the historical consequences their stories may have. The renovation of Notre Dame de Paris, combined with the unexpected discovery of these buried sarcophagi, has marked the beginning of a new chapter in the cathedral's history. Number 7. Nefertiti Bust. The beautiful Nefertiti bust, created from painted stucco-coated limestone, immortalizes Nefertiti, the great royal wife of Egyptian pharaoh Akhenaten. This magnificent work, thought to have been carved by Thutmose circa 1345 BCE, shows the queen's grace and beauty in amazing detail. The story of the Nefertiti bust began when German archaeologist Ludwig Borchardt discovered this ancient masterwork during an excavation in Egypt. Borchardt claimed to have a contractual agreement with the Egyptian government, granting him rights to half of his finds, which he used to explain Berlin's proud exhibition of the Nefertiti bust since 1923. However, recent disclosures from a newly discovered document show that Borchardt may have participated in intentional fraud, throwing doubt on the veracity of his assertions. According to the paper, Borchardt misled Egyptian officials regarding Nefertiti by depicting the bust negatively and supplying misleading information about its composition. This premeditated deception was intended to secure custody of what he considered his most cherished find, adding another layer of controversy to the ownership of the Nefertiti bust. The Egyptian Supreme Council of Antiquities has repeatedly requested that Germany return the Nefertiti bust to Egypt, or, at the very least, allow for its temporary repatriation. The request is part of a larger global discussion about the return of cultural artifacts seized during colonial times or archaeological excavations. In response to these requests, Germany maintains its claim to ownership of the Nefertiti bust. Borchardt's agreement with the Egyptian government, Berlin claims, strengthens their claim, and the bust has been proudly displayed in Berlin's Egyptian Museum for nearly a century. Furthermore, curators are concerned that even a brief loan of the Nefertiti bust could jeopardize its preservation, potentially causing harm. The Nefertiti bust is a symbol of cultural and diplomatic turmoil, as well as a remarkable archaeological find. The ownership dispute raises broader considerations regarding the ethical dimensions of cultural heritage repatriation, as well as the difficult balance between protecting historical riches and acknowledging the legitimate claims of nations trying to regain their history. Number 6. Lasco Cave. Nestled in the picturesque landscapes of southwestern France lies the extraordinary Lasco Cave, a site renowned for its captivating Paleolithic cave paintings. This ancient masterpiece was unveiled to the world by 4 curious teenagers, Marcel Ravida, Jacques Marçal, Georges Agnel, and Simon Coencas, on a fateful day, September 12, 1940. Within the depths of Lascaux, a mesmerizing gallery of nearly 2,000 figures comes to life on the cave walls, immortalizing a rich rich tapestry of animals, humans, and enigmatic abstract signs. The menagerie of creatures depicted includes stags, cattle, bison, felines, a bird, a rhinoceros, and a bear, each etched with a keen eye for detail and artistic finesse. These paintings evoke a vivid picture of the ancient world, where the inhabitants of Lasco, in a bygone era, ventured into the cave, not for habitation, but for the sacred act of painting. The year 1948 marked a significant milestone for Lasco as it opened its doors to the public, inviting awe-struck visitors to witness the wonders of prehistoric art. However, the influx of daily visitors proved to be a double-edged sword, as the changing atmosphere inside the cave threatened the delicate paintings. Consequently, in 1963, the decision was made to close Lasco to preserve its priceless heritage. 2 decades later, in a testament to both dedication and ingenuity, an exact replica named Lasco II emerged, offering visitors an opportunity to experience the magic of the cave without endangering the original artwork. The paintings within Lasco hold an esteemed place in the annals of art history. One particularly striking piece, known as the Crossed Bison, stands as a testament to the remarkable skill of the cave painters. This composition, demonstrating an unparalleled ability to capture realism, showcases the artist's proficiency in using perspective, a technique that would remain dormant until the Renaissance in the 15th century. Through the lens of Lasco's artistry, we gain insight into the flora and fauna that occupied the prehistoric landscape, providing a glimpse into the world of our ancient ancestors and their connection to the natural environment. Despite the reverence bestowed upon Lasco, a new and insidious threat looms over this archaeological treasure. Molds, fungi, and bacteria, like silent invaders, imperil the very essence of this prehistoric sanctuary. As these microbial adversaries advance, they pose a tangible risk of erasing the intricate brushstrokes and timeless beauty that have endured for millennia. A short break to bring you our subscribers' pick. This mysterious artifact should never have been discovered. For years, the strange object embedded in a rock-like formation sparked speculation and wonder. Was it proof of a visit by aliens? It's at the Pacific Science Center for you to see for yourself. Was it a rock embedded 500,000 years ago with an electronic device left on Earth by alien visitors? Or was it the remnant of a long-gone advanced civilization? It became known as Coso Artifact, after the California range where it was discovered. Scientists are yet to explain how it could have ended up here. But one thing is for certain, there are certain discoveries which have explanations that we are unable to fathom till date. What are your opinions on this? Let us know in the comments below. Number 5. Aaro Figures. The Aaro Figures are a puzzling and contentious archaeological find that has attracted interest and discussion since their claimed discovery on July 24 by Waldemar Julsrud in Acámbaro, Guanajuato, Mexico. This collection consists of about 33,000 tiny ceramic figures, each of which provides a look into a complex narrative that questions traditional concepts of history and archaeology. Waldemar Julsrud, a German immigrant and self-proclaimed amateur archaeologist, claimed to have discovered this incredible collection of figurines while exploring the area. The Acámbaro figures' most striking feature is their alleged likeness to dinosaurs, which are commonly thought to have become extinct millions of years before the development of human civilization. Because of their amazing resemblance to prehistoric reptiles, some have labeled the figurines as anachronistic, raising serious concerns regarding the established timeline of human and dinosaur coexistence. The figurines depict a wide range of forms, from humanoids to animals and exotic creatures. Among these are supposed dinosaur representations, which pose a challenge to conventional scientific understanding of Earth's history. Skeptics claim that these depictions contradict recognized dates and evolutionary paths, sparking discussion about alternative stories of human-dinosaur connection. Critics, on the other hand, refer to a number of characteristics that call the validity of the Acámbaro figures into question. The absence of systematic archaeological excavation and documentation by expert archaeologists cast doubt on the veracity of the environment in which these figures were allegedly discovered. Skeptics also dispute Julsrud's aims and tactics, speculating that the figurines are modern fabrications planted to promote a dramatic narrative. The Acámbaro figures' purported likeness to dinosaurs is not the only source of contention. Some scholars and enthusiasts argue that these figurines could represent evidence of complex ancient civilizations with knowledge of extinct species, contradicting reflecting prevailing assumptions about past cultures' technological and cultural skills. The mainstream scholarly opinion, however, is cautious, requiring careful scientific analysis and credible archaeological background before adopting exceptional claims. While the Aaro figures continue to grab fans' imaginations and stir conversations about the mysteries of the past, they also serve as a cautionary story about the need to follow accepted archaeological research standards. In order to discern between actual archaeological discoveries and probable hoaxes or misinterpretations, careful excavation, documentation, and peer assessment are still required. Number 4. Terracotta Army. In 1947, a local farmer named Yang drilled for water in the center of Xi'an, China, and made a historic discovery. He had no idea that beneath the common soil hid an incredible treasure, the Terracotta Army. This remarkable archaeological find would captivate the world, altering our understanding of ancient China and shedding insight into the legacy of the country's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. The Terracotta Army, built during the reign of Qin Shi Huang, is a testament to the ambition of a ruler who imagined an afterlife defended by a vast army. This vast collection of life-sized figurines, executed by an estimated 700,000 slave laborers, was purposefully buried near the emperor's tomb, immortalizing his imperial might for all time. Qin Shi Huang's legacy is one of unification as well as conflict, defined by visionary achievements as well as the cruelty of his authority. The Terracotta Army's size is mind-boggling. Tens of thousands of one-of-a-kind human and animal statues were painstakingly built from various components, each displaying the incredible skill and attention to detail of its designers. The quiet warriors, archers, infantry, and horses stand frozen in time, reflecting Qin Shi Huang's imperial goal with a purity that transcends the millennia. The Terracotta Army, built with authentic equipment and armor, offers a look into the military power of the Qin dynasty. The authenticity of these artifacts, however, serves as a sad reminder of loss, as the original weapons and armor were stolen shortly after they were created. The statues, stripped of their defensive components, are now vulnerable to the ravages of time and tomb raiders. Despite the magnificence of the Terracotta Army and the insights it provides into Qin-era workmanship and military prowess, the ultimate mystery, the site of Qin Shi Huang's tomb, remains unsolved. This underground treasure hoard, rumored to be a marvel of imperial design, remains hidden beneath the soil. The secrets and treasures that lie there intertwined with an enigmatic emperor's legacy stay hidden, awaiting the day when history will reveal its long-guarded mysteries. The Terracotta Army is a monument to the Qin dynasty's precise preparation and centralized management. Emperor Qin Shi Huang's ambition for an immortal imperial guard reflected not just his anxieties about the afterlife, but also his strategic vision of retaining authority even after death. The discovery of the Terracotta Army has increased our understanding of ancient Chinese burial traditions and workmanship, and the enormous impact of Qin Shi Huang's leadership on the history of the country. Number 3. Pompei. Pompei, which was founded in the 6th century BC, is a witness to the complex history of ancient civilizations, having passed through the hands of Oscan-speaking inhabitants, Greek influences, Etruscan rule, Samnite governance, and eventually Roman dominance. Pompei prospered as a bustling port and a sought-after resort destination, leaving behind a rich tapestry of architectural marvels, including villas, temples, theaters, and baths that graced the city. Key monuments in Pompei's dynamic cityscape included an amphitheater for entertainment, a forum for civic events, and a basilica for legal and administrative affairs. Pompei thrived as a focus of trade, culture, and daily life in the Roman world, with a population of roughly 20,000 inhabitants. Pompei had a tough challenge in the form of a catastrophic earthquake in the year 63 AD, which caused considerable damage to the city. Following the earthquake, attempts were made to restore and reconstruct some of the damaged structures. The locals had no idea that a far larger disaster was on the way. August 24th, 79 AD would go down in history as the day Mount Vesuvius, a neighboring volcano, unleashed its fury on Pompei. The city was engulfed in a thick covering of volcanic material as a result of the eruption's persistent rain of cinders and ash. The devastating tragedy abruptly ended Pompei's busy existence, trapping it in time beneath the ash. Pompei slept behind layers of volcanic material for ages. The city's ruins were discovered for the first time in 1599 when Domenico Fontana was working on a hydraulics project. Despite this early contact, Pompei remained mostly unexcavated until 1748, when Spanish military engineer Roque Joaquin de Alcubierre reintroduced the ancient city to the public eye through systematic archaeological study. Pompei's painstaking excavation revealed a stunningly preserved glimpse of daily life in the ancient world. The surprisingly well-preserved monuments, frescoes, and artifacts provided an enthralling view into the liveliness and cultural diversity of the city. Pompeii was preserved like a time capsule, allowing modern historians to peel back the layers of history and study the intricacies of Roman society, architecture, and urban design. The sad fate of Pompeii, frozen in the aftermath of Vesuvius's explosion, has turned the city into a symbol of both archaeological wonder and human weakness in the face of natural forces. Number 2. Tutankhamun's tomb. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb by Howard Carter and George Herbert in 1922 is without a question one of the most acclaimed and significant occurrences in archaeology history. The tomb, known as KV62 in Egyptian nomenclature, was located in the Valley of the Kings, a royal necropolis on the Nile's west bank near Luxor. This serendipitous discovery would unearth treasures that had been hidden for almost 3 millennia, propelling Tutankhamun to international fame. The tomb was small in comparison to other royal tombs in the Valley of the Kings, implying that it was meant for a private individual rather than a member of royalty. What distinguished Tutankhamun's burial chamber was its amazing state of preservation and the incredible wealth it concealed beneath its walls. Howard Carter first saw something that would change the course of archaeological history as he glanced through the small opening he had cut into the antechamber. The chamber was crammed with magnificent artifacts, each seemingly untouched for generations. Tutankhamun's tomb included nearly 2,000 perfectly created objects, such as furniture, chariots, jewelry, and statues, presenting a vivid snapshot of ancient Egypt's richness and skill. The golden death mask that shrouded Tutankhamun's mummy was one of the tomb's most renowned discoveries. This magnificent item not only protected the pharaoh in the afterlife, but it also became a symbolic depiction of ancient Egyptian creativity and regality. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb captured the world's imagination, igniting a newfound interest in ancient Egypt that has captivated enthusiasts and historians alike. The worldwide interest in the treasures contained within KV62 sparked a surge of Egyptomania in the 1920s, affecting art, fashion, and popular culture. Aside from the fascination of the artifacts, Tutankhamun's tomb made major contributions to archaeological awareness and methods. Howard Carter's thorough excavation method, which included photographing each artifact in its original location before removing it, set a precedent for subsequent archaeological endeavors. The discovery's meticulous attention to detail and preservation techniques have substantially expanded our understanding of ancient Egyptian burial rituals, religious beliefs, and royal habits. Number 1. Library of Asherbanipal. Imagine uncovering a treasure trove of over 25,000 clay tablet fragments that transcends time and illuminates the intellectual richness of ancient Assyria. This extraordinary discovery unfolded in the mid-19th century when Austin Henry Layard unearthed the Library of Asherbanipal in the ancient Mesopotamian city of Nineveh, now nestled within the modern boundaries of Iraq. The sheer magnitude of this collection is nothing short of awe-inspiring, offering a glimpse into the intellectual pursuits of Asherbanipal, the formidable king of Assyria, during a period marked by military prowess and cultural zenith. Asherbanipal, a ruler not content with mere conquests, demonstrated a profound passion for literature. In his relentless quest for knowledge, he dispatched scribes far and wide, creating an empire-wide network dedicated to the acquisition of literary treasures. The Library of Asherbanipal, a monumental testament to this scholarly fervor, burgeoned into one of the most comprehensive repositories of its time. It housed an eclectic array of manuscripts, royal inscriptions, chronicles, mythical and religious texts, contracts, royal grants, letters, omens, incantations, hymns to diverse gods, and treatises on medicine, astronomy, and literature. Within the library's hallowed halls resided literary masterpieces that now resonate through the ages. Classics such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Enuma Elish creation story, and the myth of Adapa were safeguarded within its clay confines. These texts not only served as windows into Assyria's cultural and religious ethos, but also provided insights into the mythology and literature that shaped the worldview of its ancient denizens. The Library of Asherbanipal faced a dramatic turning point in 612 BC, when an alliance comprising Babylonians, Scythians, and Medes laid siege to Nineveh. In a cruel twist of fate, the palace housing Asherbanipal's library was set ablaze, yet destiny played a peculiar role. The intense heat partially baked the clay tablets, inadvertently becoming a preservative rather than a destroyer. The inferno that engulfed Nineveh paradoxically became the guardian of this unparalleled collection, sheltering it from the ravages of time and the onslaught of invaders. Beyond its role as a repository of ancient manuscripts, the Library of Asherbanipal serves as a gateway to understanding the multifaceted aspects of ancient Assyrian life. It unravels the tapestry of governance, religious rituals, cultural nuances, and the intellectual landscape of a civilization that thrived millennia ago. This remarkable archaeological find, born from the ashes of Nineveh, invites scholars and enthusiasts alike to embark on a journey through time, traversing the corridors of a library that was both a testament to human curiosity and a custodian of the past. How wonderful and extraordinary it is that the very fire meant to erase the traces of history inadvertently etched its preservation in history. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.